Let's start our sentimental journey with something close to my heart. You know the way
I'm Grant Shorland. I'm an abalone diver from Mallacoota and I love the ocean and love getting on the piers.
I knew that was coming.
You want the truth or not?
So you wanna be hardcore with your hat to the back, talking about the gaps in your raps, but I can't feel that hardcore appeal that you're screaming. Maybe I'm dreaming. This ain't Christopher Williams, still some MC got the feel one, Caps I got the feel some.
Yeah, love getting into the ocean. The freedom, lifestyle. You're your own boss. You don't have to talk to anyone. I was lucky enough to be born into it. The old man back in the day was lucky enough to walk into Mallacoota and get into the industry. Yeah, basically just luck of the draw. Very thankful for it. I love it. We've got a good lifestyle. Love Mallacoota. Love being away from the city. We live in a special spot. Many people come down here. You guys love coming down here. Yeah, love the joint. Wouldn't be anywhere else. I can look out of my window and look at the lake and then look at the ocean at the same time. If I want to go to the beach, I go to the beach. If I want to go fishing, I can go ocean fishing. If the weather's shit enough and the ocean's crap, we go up the lake. You're still catching fish. If you want to go shoot deer, you can do that too. If you want to go ride a dirt bike, you can do that too. I don't really want to sell the place too much because otherwise we'll get more people coming here. It's not what I'm about. We want to try and keep it secluded. Our licences go from the New South Wales border to the middle of the Lake St. Bar, that's the eastern zone. Lots of ground, we've got a few marine parks now, so it's a little bit different. We've lost a bit of ground to sea urchin damage, which we're trying to get on top of. Typical work day. It's changed over the years. I used to love getting up at crack of dawn and going and getting out there. These days, sort of 7:30 start and try and get back in by 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and then try and stay out of the pub as much as possible. Can only try. So I'm running a Cuda Craft gun shop, which I went to the factory and helped build with Mark myself from start to finish. Went with the company colours, always green and gold. Grouse commercial boat, love it. I wouldn't have anything else. Towable, you can't break them. I've tried. They're super soft. Super soft. They're a big, small boat, and you know we load them up full of abs and shit weather and get back every day. So the engines, Suzuki 90s. I put on twin 90s. It was one of the first boats. It was the first boat to put twin four-stroke 90s on. Mark didn't want to do it. I didn't want to put two strokes. I didn't want a single, purely just because I can't be bothered dealing with marine board. Great motors. Great motors. Obviously, people have seen my boat on Fishnet and all over the internet. We had a bit of a stuff up one day. Dead flat day. Yeah, was going to go backwards through the dive door and the decky goes, look out. And I sort of turned around and this wave came over the back of the boat and landed crash bang in the boat and threw me forward, and there was boxes of abs and shit everywhere. Another one came, there was a 3-set, bang, hit again. I said, hit the bilge pumps. And he goes, the hoses are caught around the motors. And I said, go, just like cut them, go, we've got to get out of here. The motor's seized on the third wave. It was all over then. I started chucking boxes of abs over the side, trying to lighten the load, bilge pumps. And I turned around to my deckhand treading water with no E-perp, no flares, no phone, but his packet of rollies above his head. The boat just started creeping up on the rocks and I could hear everything smashing off and breaking and ugh. So I was just about to give up. I said, don't worry about it, Trev, let's just crawl up on the rocks and smoke ciggies. I saw the green boat, which is the sister ship to this, just get on the plane, come towards us. I was like, oh my God, thank God they've seen us. Dale goes, what's happened? I said, well, we've rolled. I said, give us a tow rope, and all of a sudden the cameras came out. I rang the Russian, and I said, what's the wait? Because it was up on the rocks. I said, what's the wait on a new boat? He said, 2 years. I said, well, we're going back for this one. But it is what it is, and we rebuilt it, and here she is today. Well, it is risky and dangerous. It's always in the back of your mind. There's sharks, obviously. Everyone always asks, is there sharks down there? Do you see sharks? You see sharks every day. It depends if whether you see one that wants to come and take a bite out of you. No, personally, I've only ever had one encounter. Don't know what it was, dirty water, but that was enough. I was about 10 abs in, and all of a sudden I just looked up. I could only see about a foot in front of me, and this big tail just went like that and took off, and I went, oh, I got goosebumps now thinking about it. But you just keep going. It's just work for me, and you can talk to any of the other guys. It's the same. A lot of guys this year, actually, it's becoming more and more frequent. A lot of guys have come into encounters with whites. They'll tell you the same thing. You know, they'll still get up the next day and go to work because that's what we do. The old man, yeah, well, an inspiration really. If I could, you know, become half of what he is in this day and age would be unbelievable. You know, we get along well. Best mates, fish, get on the piers, same, just good dad shit, have good adventures, and he's been lucky enough to give me a job and a lifestyle, so yeah, pretty stoked. The old man had a diving accident back in the day. That's what put him out of the water. He had an air embolism, which retired him. I've been pretty lucky, dive safely-ish. That's a 258 Journey, Grady White. I've only had it for about 12 months. Love it. Grouse. Work boat, play boat, two different things. I've hooked a couple of stripies just out off Coota recently, last week, and I'd go up to Burmese as often as possible whenever I'm not picking up snails. The abalone industry has been very good for our family and many others as well. It's like anything though. You got to put the work in. You got to put your ass on the line. It's like any industry really. It's if you want to earn money, you got to work for it. One that can stay till after 2 o'clock in the pub and then go out and get 500 kilo. That's in my opinion. If any of the boys in the Central Zone have got any of our bins, I'd like them back.